Hey guys, Claude Johnson here with GuitarControl.com, and this is part 3 of our blues, lead guitar for blues. So just to review, first video I showed you the basic pentatonic position, alternate picking, vibrato, bending, and then the second video we looked at playing licks and phrases and using licks with all the degrees of the scale. So now I want to talk about putting those together into a longer solo. So it's important to understand the structure of the blues, and the most common structure is the 12-bar blues pattern. So we need to learn how to play through a 12-bar blues pattern using these different little licks, okay? So one way is to get a backing track and just jam along with it and try to use your ear. And it's a really good way to practice because the backing track is providing the rhythm and the harmony, and you just have to come up with the melody. Right? So as a lead guitarist, really playing lead is playing melody. And if you want to get some backing tracks, a great place to get them is GuitarGodClub.com. And there's thousands of backing tracks there, so it's a great resource. Once again, GuitarGodClub.com. So I'm not going to, excuse me, I'm not going to play over a backing track right now because I've done that on lots of other YouTube videos. But I just want to talk about playing through the progression. One technique that's really useful is call and response. So there's a call, which is your initial statement, and then there's a response to that, like an answer. Okay, so for example, in the key of A, I could play something like this. Okay, that's my call. Let me play it again for you. Then I can follow it up with a response. So notice that my lick, my first lick, ended up here. And then my second lick brought us back to the root, okay? So this first lick is on the 5th fret of the D string, going up 3 notes. And then I'm going to bend, release, and go back down. And then I'm going to, from there, hit the root again and go up. And then down 1 note and bend. So once again. Missed 1 note there, let me try it again. So you can check the link in the video description for the tabs. Anyway, so I did that, and then my next lick, I could do something, so when you're doing a response, you can either bring it back to a resolving note, like my first lick ended up on the 5th, and then the resolution was back to the root. Or you could do something, so there what I did was, whoop. I get the high root, and then when I'm resolving that, back down to the lower root, okay? So you can do it different ways. One really simple way to do this over a 12-bar progression is your first 2 bars are your initial call, and then your next 2 bars are the response to that, okay? Then you're going to do a different lick to get to the 4 chord. Remember we talked about the structure. And then it goes back to the 1, so you'll do it, the next 2 bars respond to that. Then when you get to the 5 chord, you'll just do a 1-bar call, or 1-bar statement, because we're only on the 5 chord for 1 bar. And then again, the answer to that will be 1 bar. And then you'll be at your last 2 bars of the turnaround. So for example, we try to play through a whole thing, a whole 12-bar progression here. Okay, so I started out the same way. And I did my response. So something like that. Then I went down to my 4, and then I answered that. Then I went up to my 5, just 1 bar, and then I answer that. And resolve back to my root, and then I just played a turnaround. So hopefully that makes sense. You can check the link in the video description for the tabs. Check some of my other videos for blues structure, turnarounds, techniques, lots of stuff. And you can also check out my DVDs if you're interested in just getting all the full meal deal quickly. I give you 245 tabbed examples with different patterns, riffs, ways to play through the 12-bar blues, lead guitar techniques and concepts, and a lot of good stuff. So check it out at guitarcontrol.com/blues. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.